But while the U.S. and Britain are ready to give up on the UN arms inspectors, Russia, France, and Germany are still pushing their demand to give the inspectors much more time. Russian Foreign Minister Igor Ivanov met today with British Foreign Secretary Jack Straw, threatening a Russian veto of any UN resolution authorizing war.
It is unlikely that one of us would abstain.
As for the U.S., it's suggesting that it might withdraw the pro-war resolution if the measure seems headed to defeat.
And I think we'll cross that bridge if and when we come to it, but we don't think we should have to come to that point.
Dealing with Iraq, because the dictator of Iraq has got weapons of mass destruction. He's used weapons of mass destruction on his own people. He can't stand America. He can't stand our friends. He can't stand our allies. He's got connections to terrorist networks. First war of the 21st century requires the United States to work with international bodies to deal with these threats, and we will continue to do so. I went to the United Nations to remind them that that body has a responsibility to make sure its words mean something. I reminded them that for 12 long years, the United Nations has asked Saddam to disarm because he's dangerous. We went and got another resolution almost 4 months ago, unanimously approved by the Security Council, which said clearly, Saddam, you must disarm. The choice is Saddam Hussein's to make. It is his choice to determine whether there's war or peace. It is his choice to decide whether to listen to the demands of the free world. But no matter what his choice may be, for the sake of peace, for the sake of freedom, for the sake of security of our people, Saddam Hussein will be disarmed.
But despite intensive lobbying, the U.S. has not secured the votes it needs from the Security Council, and the Bush administration has not rolled out abandoning the drive for a second resolution if it's clear it will be defeated at the Security Council.
You know, I have said to you that the resolution is desirable, not mandatory. The President has on multiple occasions in Cross Hall and in photo ops that you all have been there, the President has said that it is desirable, that we are doing it to work with our friends on this issue, that we seek the support on a second vote, and that speaks for itself.
Meanwhile, Saddam Hussein remains defiant and urged his people to rise up against a U.S.-led invasion if it comes.
Further nonsense. And when you talk about the conditions of the people of Iraq, Saddam Hussein is the one who has created a brutal totalitarian dictatorship in which people cannot speak, people are not free to exercise their rights. Saddam Hussein has created one of the worst totalitarian, most violent states, which after all he has gassed his own people, imaginable on this earth. I think that it's a fair thing to say that if Saddam Hussein is removed from power, the people of Iraq will, for the first time in a generation, be free.